Why, hello there. I am Tonton Bidon and we are going back to the Sunless skies. Last time, honestly, I don't really remember what we did exactly. I know we explored a bunch, but it was quite a few days ago, so... Oh, right, yes, we went to Hybris. Is that the only new thing we did? We upgraded the locomotive a bit. That's what I remember. And I do have my notes, so we want to go to Lustrum, to the well, to Perdurance. And we know of the location of Titania, though we don't really have a reason to go there right now. Let's check our orders. Right, crockery for Port Avon, and munitions for Port Prospers, but we don't know where to buy any of them. I do not remember us going to Port Prosper actually, so I don't know what we did here. I guess probably we delivered the horological grill. And then we took some passengers, but I don't remember where. Right, where should we deliver them? What is that? Auction house at Lustrum. Right, we don't really care. Yeah, we should go to the Leadbeater and Steinrod Nature Reserve. Oh, actually, it was in my notes. Okay, so we want to find new places. We have explored the east of the map much better than we have explored the west of the map. So I guess we'll go west, probably right here since we are already there. We have fuel and supplies here, so if anything goes wrong we can come back. And if we have terror, we are not too far from Magdalene's, so that's alright. Okay. Is there anything to be done in Port Prosper? Ah. There's a bargain for stained glass, which I've not seen anyone require actually. We could buy that just in anticipation, because that's a bargain and we will eventually make money from this. But I don't know, it matters too much. And we do have a bunch of supplies, so... Where do I get my... the interface is really not... I guess I'm saying that several times each episode, but the interface is not intuitive. I'm also not used to playing with a controller. Okay, well let's just explore. We'll decide later. Isn't the sound way too loud? Okay, should be better. Actually, our terror is already existent. So maybe we won't be getting that far. That's Dreadnought fighting Taketis, most likely. I'm not even gonna care. Is this... That does not actually border pass. Please, come on. Go play somewhere else. Jeez. Scout found... Nothing. Great. Jesus. They just are here in the middle of nowhere, fighting. Whoa! Just wanted to map the area. Okay, so there's just nothing here. Well, I guess people fighting over nothing. Please. If only they were better at taking each other down, I could just loot the remains, but... Okay, so that's not terrain actually. It totally is! What the hell? Eleanor Green. Thanks to its coat of vines, this overgrown signal box of the eastern board line retains its structural integrity, if not its dignity. The window frames serve as a treillis, not sure how the English pronounce it, trellis, for a vine circumnavigating the signal box. The plant's stem resembles thick twine, giving the building the appearance of a hurriedly wrapped parcel. Inside, beneath a desk covered with rusted levers, is a luggage trunk. Captains in dire need can borrow from the cash inside, but custom dictates they must later replenish it. You can read the ledger, raid the cash, or leave. A captain who takes from a cache must later replenish it. This may mean enemy aids enemy, rival succors rival. Better that than bad luck. Okay. I'll just read the ledger. Captains who withdraw from the cache should note their names and ship, and what they took. Occasionally they add anecdotes. Okay, let's do that. The handwriting is poor but legible. Captain Rowley deposited materials for hull repair to pay back their debt. There is a column for miscellaneous... Is that the pronunciation? Miscellaneous notes. The captain writes of a homestead their locomotive passed when journeying from Port Avon. The buildings were in the style of old London. The nostalgia brought the crew together after a near disastrous encounter with a chorister bee. Got some sky stories. Okay, we will not raid the cache because we are not in any need of anything. And I do not like the idea of bad luck. Okay, nothing special there. Looks like a windy area. Misty too. Huh. There was another way. Is there anything here? It has found something there. Okay, let's go. Terra is getting a bit worrying. choking vines and rustling leaves, primordial ruins peep coyly from the verdure. Eupoidian gardens. What is that symbol? A wonder. Well, that's good. Your navigator is entranced by the wash of flowers and soon arrive in fields of asphodel. They recite, the home of shadows who have been worn to weariness. Okay. Interact. The flower fields. Your engine perches among the stalks, nestled between petals the size of gardens. Enormous flowers sprawl across the horizon, a welcoming forest. The petals are the color of mellow gold and vivid ruby. The scent of sticky pollen hangs in the air, asphodel and drowsy cardamom. Cardamom? Is it not cardamom? Is it a different plant? Let me check. Cardamom. Does not exist on word reference, so that could be a made-up word. Cardamom. Right, I found nothing for that, so I guess that is a made-up word. It sounds fragrant. We could harvest nectar from the flowers, which would give us chorister nectar, I guess, or linger in the flower field. The stalker suggests a picnic. It would cost us supplies. Supposedly it could get our terror down. Or then an option that requires a moment of inspiration and essaying. Well, you need 2 crew for that. We are not too far from Port Prosper, which we can always just get back to for fuel and supplies. We went all the way around, so we used a lot of supplies and we don't need to use quite as much getting back. So I guess we have 2 full supplies plus a third one that we've just started tapping into. So that's quite alright. Although it does force us to then just go back and stop our exploration for whatever we get in here. That might be worth it. If it just gets our terror down, then that's not really worth it. Unless it gets it really down, like 20 or so. I guess we will try it. That's okay. Linger in the flower field. The flowers yawn open, petals in full bloom, red and golden softs arise all around. The stalker suggests a picnic. You take your rest, balanced on a great leaf and shaded by a clump of tall flowers. Your crew raid the galley for a picnic, stout and cheese, wine and cold meat. A blanket is smoothed out over the coarse leaf flesh. Leaf flesh? A stalker plays a fiddle, another a harmonica. Someone sings along to the tune, old ballads of days long gone. You can spare your crew a little rest, at least until you have finished this novel. Okay, it did, as expected, get our terror down. How much, I don't really know, maybe 10, 15? That's not as much as I was expecting. Oh, I cannot, in fact, harvest nectar now. Because the flowers are closed, the starlight trickling through the reach is too distant today. But we can take in the scent. Sure, open a window and breathe in the fragrant air. Does that do anything? The air is thick with unspent pollen, drifting on the stellar winds. The breeze carries the drone of chorister bees somewhere far away, and the whiff of a rich, spiced scent, like cloves and roses. Your crew naturally complain of hay fever. You don't linger long, only enough to feel the sweet air in your lungs and watch the dew roll like water down the bright petals. Okay. Well, we go around this whole zone, making sure we don't miss anything, and then I guess we're gonna have to go back to Port Prosper. We could push on forward a little bit. We're not in dire need of supplies, but I'd rather play it safe, I think. That is the same message we got earlier. Oh, there's something there. No. I got baited. Okay then. Maybe I do push forward a bit. Now let's not. Okay. Well, that is a tranquil place. I'm hugging the wall a bit just to be sure I don't miss anything. Then I guess I'm gonna have to go back the other way. There is a pass here. I think we're gonna go back this way. Because now we are gonna be in actual need of supplies. Yeah. Let's not play a game too risky. There's no reason to. Cheticus hives. Those were hives? You've little food left now. Soon hunger will begin to bite. Oh, true, there could be random events that have us spend our supplies. That would be pretty bad. Higher synthesis rest. You have learned enough. Okay, because we uncovered that place. Facets. Take a facet. A metamorphosis. You could no longer be the person you were told to be. Scarred. A mentor. A scandal or below stairs. What was our story again? So we were working as a ministry auditor. Then they thought we were mad, which we were totally not. So we faked our way out of their what's the word? Mad people house? There must be a proper word for that, but hey. Then we started living back in the smoggy streets. Eventually landed up in prison. And then we were on a locomotive and there was some kind of accident. Oops. I guess that would make sense. We got scarred. Having a mentor does not really make sense. Working as a servant does not make sense. Yeah, sure, we got scarred that day. You came close that day to death, it left its mark. What was it that nearly killed you? An attempt on your life or an engine accident? Well, I guess an attempt on your life. There is a bullet scar beside your heart. You have learned since to be more judicious in your choice of friends. Sure. Is that a pass or... Right, yes. But we are going back here. Hey, that's a place.